All right, my revivers, I'm trying to kick out some of these cakes and some of these great desserts for you guys, and this was highly requested, and sister, you know who you are. This is for you. This is my Southern style sour cream pound cake. So let's get into it. First of all, you're going to need 1 cup of softened butter, 3 cups of sugar, 5 eggs. Make sure your eggs are at room temperature. Leave them out until they are at room temperature. I would say for a couple hours. 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a half of teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And that is all you need to make this great, delicious pound cake. It is not difficult. So let's get into it. Before you get started, preheat your oven at 350. Next, we're going to add all the wet ingredients. So we're going to start with the sour cream. We're going to add that into the bowl. And then we're also going to add in the same bowl the sugar and the butter. Once you have done that, you're going to cream all of those ingredients together really well till they get nice and creamy. Now, next step will be to add our eggs. Now, while you're creaming these together, the important thing that you need to know is you always need to scrape down your bowl with a spoon or spatula to make sure that you're getting all those ingredients incorporated while you mix. Okay guys, once you have done all the mixing, this is kind of sort of what you want as far as the consistency, and you can start adding your eggs one at a time. Now, I know my eggs don't look like they are separated. That's because I always take the core out, which damages the eggs badly. So it looks like I started scrambling them in the bowl, but I hadn't done that, guys, I promise you. So I'm just pouring little bits at a time, and this makes a difference. Just continue to incorporate the eggs before we go to the next step. Alright, so the next step is sifting all your dry ingredients. That's your flour, your baking soda, and your salt. Now, the reason for this is to make your cake a little bit more fluffier. Some people don't do this for pound cakes. It's up to you. I like my cakes to be kind of fluffy. If you like it really, really dense, you can skip this part. But I would suggest you try it this way because, I don't know, my pound cake still comes out amazing and it's not really, really heavy. So next thing you're going to do is going to add a little at a time of the flour to the wet mixture that you just blended together. Same like the eggs. You do not want to add it all at one time. It helps your wrist as well because it's a lot to mix up because this is a thick mixture and you don't want to not mix it very well because that can happen. So you just incorporate a little at a time. The most important thing is mix, 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 scrape, 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 mix, mix, mix. So that's what I am doing. And then we're going to move to the next step, which I forgot to show you guys, my almond extract. A teaspoon of almond extract along with the 2 teaspoons of vanilla at the end of the mixing is when you add that. Now it's time to get my bundt pan ready. Excuse me. Sometimes you can put butter. Sometimes I use spray. It just depends on how I feel when I'm baking. So today I wanted to use my Aldi's pan spray. And I'm just using all-purpose flour. You want to make sure you coat that pan nice and thick all around. And you want to not forget to get that middle part as well. I remember one time I've caught myself greasing my pan and didn't get the middle and it was sticking and it was a disaster. So make sure you get the middle as well. Alright guys, you see how that's nicely coated? And what I always do is just bam the excess off into the bowl and mix it up again. And the oven is ready for me. So let's get this cake mix in the pan. You guys see that this stuff is a really thick consistency, which is why you add a little at a time when you're mixing the most important ingredients in this actual recipe. And I am just getting this stuff all over. What is going on with you girls? CPR, I need you to get it right. So now once you get it into your pan, you want to take it, clean off any excess stuff that can burn and cause, you know, the smell in your kitchen, and just rock it on the counter a couple times. And since the oven is ready, let's put it in the oven. Now, I suggest once you put it in that you put it in for about, I want to say 45 minutes to an hour. So I always do 45 minutes because I have a convection oven, which usually cooks things a little bit faster than a regular oven. So yeah, let's try 45, and then you kind of fill it out to see when it's ready. So here's my timer, and let's see what this bad boy looks like. We're getting ready to take it out, guys. Alright guys, so once it comes out the oven, get you a toothpick or some type of skewer that you can stick down in it, and if it comes out clean like this, guess what? This bad boy is done. It is ready to cool, because you can't eat it, I mean, unless you want to eat it hot, but yeah, it's done. Oh my gosh, the smell in that crust. You see how it got that crust on it? I gotta have that crust on my pound cake. My husband has to have it. We like, I can't do it. It can't just be soft. I have to have it. So I'm gonna shake and shimmy this bad boy, and we're gonna flip it out. It's been sitting here for about a good 20 minutes. And I'm going to move to the next step, is creating a glaze. It's not gonna be in this video. I already created it. It's gonna be a separate video. I wanna have how to make a sour cream pound cake, and then how to make my awesome lemon glaze as another video for people who are just looking for some sort of glaze for muffins, breads, and cakes. So stay tuned for that. It shall be put in the description box once I make it. So just in case you're watching this after I've already edited and released it, you'll be able to see it with this video. But if you're watching this now, I will be putting up the glaze video tomorrow. So this is the glaze, and it is a difference between icing, frosting, and glaze. People do not understand that. A glazed donut, you ever paid attention to a glazed donut? Yeah. It is not really thick. It kind of coats it with a shine, and that's what you're looking for when you do a glazing on a cake. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you guys to thumbs up, share this video. It is the holidays. Somebody might need a nice pound cake to create. A lot of you may make your own pound cakes. What are your favorite desserts for the holidays? Put that down below, and make sure that you thumbs up this video. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and come back, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified when I load all of these great delicious treats and recipes. Later, Gators.